Imagine losing everything you own overnight. Empires collapse, banks close, currencies become worthless, governments disappear. In the chaos of war, most wealth vanishes, but some assets survive. Not only survive, sometimes they thrive. Today, we're exploring assets that survive wars, from ancient empires to modern conflicts, and what lessons they hold for anyone looking to preserve wealth through chaos. How war destroys wealth. War destroys trust. Trust in governments, trust in money, trust in contracts. During World War I, the German mark became worthless after defeat. Savings, pensions, and bonds gone. The Russian ruble disappeared entirely after the 1917 revolution. If your wealth relied on paper promises, it often vanished. So the question becomes, what does survive? History gives us clear answers. Businesses that endure wars. Some businesses survive and even thrive during wars. Companies tied to essentials like food, energy, and medicine often endure. Coca-Cola during World War II promised soldiers could buy a bottle anywhere for 5 cents. To keep that promise, they built bottling plants across Europe and Asia, which later became the foundation of global expansion. Nestle survived both world wars by focusing on essential food products like powdered milk and coffee. People always need food, no matter who controls the government. The lesson: businesses tied to survival tend to endure conflicts. Stocks, bonds, and cash. Stock markets behave unpredictably during war. In the U.S., during World War II, stocks fell at first but rose before the war ended due to government spending and industrial production. But markets in defeated nations like Germany were wiped out completely. Government bonds and cash often fail. Inflation, defaults, and regime changes destroy their value. Governments print money to fund wars, sacrificing savers in the process. So, unlike land or gold, paper-based wealth is fragile in conflict. Gold, the ultimate survivor. Gold has been a safe haven for thousands of years. During the collapse of the Roman Empire, Roman coins lost value due to debasement, but gold coins retained worth across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Traders and conquerors accepted gold even when the government no longer existed. Fast forward to World War II, gold was life-saving. Families fleeing Nazi-occupied Europe carried gold coins, jewelry, even bars sewn into clothing. Central banks hoarded gold because they knew paper money might fail. Germany looted gold from occupied countries because even the Nazis knew it kept value. Gold survives war because it's physical, scarce, portable, and universally recognized. It doesn't care who wins. It always has value. Land and farmland, real value that lasts. Next is land, especially farmland. In medieval Europe, wars were constant, yet landowners stayed wealthy because land produces food and armies need food. Destroying farmland meant starving everyone, including the army. During the Napoleonic Wars, fertile land remained valuable despite decades of fighting. Governments changed, borders shifted, but land still produced crops and income. Modern examples exist too. In Ukraine, farmland remains valuable even during ongoing conflict. Ownership disputes may arise, but productive land is always essential. Land survives because it's tangible, productive, and impossible to erase. Portable wealth. Art, jewelry, and gemstones. When chaos strikes, mobility matters. Throughout history, wealthy individuals converted money into portable assets like art, jewelry, and gemstones. During the Renaissance in Italy, elite families stored wealth in paintings and sculptures. These assets were portable, preserved across political upheavals, and traded internationally. World War II offers dramatic examples. Families escaping Nazi Europe hid diamonds in clothing, carried gold jewelry, and smuggled valuables across borders. Even Nazi art is now worth billions worldwide. Portable assets survive wars because they combine high value with mobility and global acceptance. Modern lessons. Modern conflicts introduce new assets like cryptocurrencies, energy resources, and defense technology. Crypto can help move wealth across borders, but it's untested in prolonged war. Energy and resources remain strategic, echoing historical patterns. The main lesson remains unchanged. Tangible, productive, or essential assets survive. History teaches us 5 truths. Trust disappears first. Physical assets survive longer than paper. Productive assets outlive governments. Portability matters in chaos. And winning nations' assets recover, losing nations vanish. Wars destroy wealth, but they also reveal what is real. Gold, land, portable valuables, and essential businesses endure because they do not rely on any single government or financial system. True wealth, history shows, is not about short-term gains, it's about survival. So whether you're investing, saving, or just curious, the question isn't what will grow the fastest, it's what will still be worth something when everything else is gone.